Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of the Bahrain Darts Masters, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, all part of the World Series of Darts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, welcome to the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's time to meet the finalists. Would you please welcome from South Wales, the winner of 3 Grand Slam titles, a World Grand Prix champion, ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time World Cup champion, and the former champion of the world, the Iceman, Gerwyn. Ladies and gentlemen, from England, the winner of the Masters, a World Championship semi-finalist, into his 2nd World Series final. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Lakeside champion, that is the Bullet, Stephen Bunting!
The 3rd hosting of the Bahrain Darts Masters here at the Dome of the Bahrain International Circuit, and we are going to get a new winner who will follow Michael Smith and Luke Littler as winner of this title. An intriguing final in prospect. 11 years ago, Stephen Bunting made a World Series final on his debut. Tonight, he plays in his 2nd final on just his 9th World Series of Darts appearance. Averaging over 100 for the tournament, Bunting. Standing in his way, the man who broke the tournament record earlier on, a mammoth average over 115. As Gerwyn Price knocked out the defending champion Luke Littler in the quarterfinals. The Bullet beat Nitin Kumar, Chris Dobie, and that last leg thriller over Luke Humphries to wrap up his spot in the final 2. He's got the support of the crowd here, Stephen Bunting, that is for sure. The Iceman, his road to the final has been a little bit more straightforward. The crowd are certainly behind the Englishman here, Mok Yin Lee, Luke Littler and Peter Wright, all brushed aside by Gerwyn Price, who, whilst he struggled for ranking wins, has found the World Series of Darts a welcome home. 2 titles last year, looking to pick up another one here in Bahrain. It's a finely poised final. Dan Dawson alongside me to take it in. Who are you going for, Dan?
Well, it's a difficult one. You can make a case for either man. Gerwyn Price with the standout performance of this tournament with that massacre of Luke Littler, the defending champion, the 2nd highest average we had ever seen in the history of these World Series tournaments. But Bunting has been the standout player over the course of the tournament. You mentioned his tournament average of 101. He's hitting almost 60% of his doubles. And while he obliterated his first two opponents in Kumar and Dobie, he had to show some real steel to come from behind against the world #1 Luke Humphries. The thing that may stand in Bunting's way is that Gerwyn Price has been a thorn in his side, and anybody in a final has been a thorn in his side
59.
in recent times. Yes, he won the Masters and was brilliant in so doing, but he has lost 6 finals out of 6 since then, and in his whole PDC career he's only winning about 1 in 4 of the finals in which he competes.
We'll need to call upon the spirit he showed in that come-from-behind victory over Luke Humphries. Price with a throw, first to 8 here in the final. Price has been good here, finalist in the inaugural event in 2023. Lost to Michael Smith, then lost to Luke Littler in the semi-finals. So to say, he doesn't mind a bit of sun on his back early in the new year. Gerwyn Price.
97. '59, stop whistling.
And forced to go back to the 20s there as Mr. Hubert Ware has a stern word with whoever. Oh, he's very stern, isn't he? My word, Hubert.
Don't get on the wrong side of Hugh, whatever you do.
140, get when you acquire 170.
I think even Gerwyn Price is staggered by the anger shown by our match official there. Bunting has got himself back in the leg. 161 would be a good way to go out, but he can't after he drifts into the treble 5.
129,
nice setup, though.
get when you acquire 127.
Price just giving himself a moment. He doesn't give himself a shot.
55.
Slow start to this one
32.
from the Iceman.
Double 16 then. Well then, moving. Can he go over the top? That's where he looks to be going.
No.
Well, that looked mission impossible, and it was mission impossible.
Go when you acquire 72.
Saying he was going for something the size of a postage stamp would be generous. It was a tiny area he was aiming for there. Double 6.
66.
Scrappy stuff to start the final here.
Well, Bunting's looking at the same target. That's the good thing. Can he hit it this time? Yes, he can.
From the first leg.
And it's an early break of throw for the bullet.
Second leg, Stephen at throw first. Game on.
Well, he's been hitting more than half his darts at double in this tournament. I'm not sure how many times, if at all, in this event, Stephen Bunting has missed 3 clear darts at double. If he has, it's been very rare. He has been extremely clinical. Nearly lost that game to Luke Humphries because he was missing doubles. It was only
95.
1 at the end of combination shots. Very, very rarely missing all 3.
It's a great opportunity for both these players to get their year off to a cracking start. Bunting, who made the semi-finals at the World Championship, looking for that first ever World Series of Darts title.
Yeah, he has beaten Gerwyn Price on a big TV stage once. And you've got to go back to 2019 at the match play. And even then, he needed extra legs. Went to a sudden death leg, won it 13-12. By contrast, on big stages, so TV events and the Euro Tours, Gerwyn Price has won 7 times. Beating the world at the semi-finals, the Grand Prix semi-final, Players' Championship, match play. A couple of times on the Euro Tour. When they've gone toe-to-toe on the big stages, it is almost always a Gerwyn Price win. But this is the best version of Stephen Bunting we have seen.
Certainly is. Down to a finish after 12. Price needs another treble. Well, he's left to finish. Good use of the board there from Price as Bunting does a Rob Cross and just wipes his hands on his trousers. It's going to be 1 dart at double 16 for a 2-0 lead.
38. Gerwyn, you require 170.
Can't get it started, and he can't really get going in this game. It's another loose start from Price.
74. Stephen, you require 32.
He's at 96, which he seems to be leaving every other leg in the semi-final.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
he's not going to get a go at it this time. As once again, Bunting hits double 16.
It's the first max of the final. It goes to the Welshman, but it's not met with a roar from Gerwyn Price.
He was quite subdued in his semi-final win over Peter Wright.
135.
Well, that's the thing, that the roaring, and he does it a lot, it goes hand in hand when he's playing his best stuff. Now, it wasn't his best stuff against Peter Wright. It was still enough to win.
100.
The fired-up Gerwyn Price is the best version of Gerwyn Price, but you can't sort of kick-start it just by making a load of noise and then suddenly the good darts come.
56.
Well, he's got a decent lead in this leg. He looks to get one on the board. He may swerve that target. Oh, that's a great last start. Really good last start. Gets him down to a finish. Bunting with a max would leave the same finish. Following the opening dart, only a ton.
Gerwyn, you require 130.
No need to stay in the 20s.
90.
That'll do for Price.
Price waits on tops.
140. Gerwyn, you require 40.
Half the deficit early on in the final here.
Games on the third leg.
Tied it up, and it's 2-1 to Bunting.
Stephen to vote first. Game on.
And so good was Price on the World Series last year, picking up those 2 titles. Went to the World Series finals as the number 2 seed, second only to Luke Littler. Didn't pan out for him in Amsterdam there. Went out in the second round to Daryl Gurney. But this has been not his salvation over the last 12 months, but certainly a source of comfort. And if he could kick this year off with victory here in Bahrain, and who knows, with Den Bosch to come in the next week or so, if he does really get going at the start of the year, then it could be the Iceman roaring back into form.
Yeah, it could be. Star-studded field awaits the Netherlands next week.
101.
Bunting leaves the big fish. Another treble here, and Price is going to get a chance, you would feel.
134.
That's a great visit.
Stephen, you require 170.
Big fish then for Bunting.
And still, Gerwyn Price remains subdued. This is a good leg. Looking to get back on level terms. And he will get a chance.
105. Gerwyn, you require 91.
91 then to level up the final here. Great first start. I think we might get a roar if this goes in. He sizes up the target. Double 10.
71.
Doubles have been a problem for
Stephen, you require
Price
65.
in recent months.
You can see him spin around there because some idiot whistled just as he was throwing there. That misses the 25, so he's only going to get 1 dart at the double, Stephen Bunting. And that's all he needs, 3-1. 2 misses from Price. Bunting makes no mistake.
3-1 here.
95.
There is the tops. That opens up a 2-leg lead. You mentioned Bunting went on the run at the Pro Tour events where he couldn't help but get to the final, but as you said, he couldn't win one.
And he was number 2 in the floor events, these Pro Tour ones, to Chris Dobie. Dobie won 3 of them. Stephen Bunting was only a fraction behind him because he was so incredibly consistent.
96.
Well, the Masters victory at the start of last year set up the best year of Stephen Bunting's career. Win here in Bahrain for him might be the sign of even greater things to come in 2025.
Could be. Beautiful visit from Price. However, he went there on that last start. He couldn't leave a finish, so he's on a bogey number. Bunting has got 2 visits then at 2.25, and this for a break of throw. So this is a key moment, and that's a great first start for Bunting. It's a brilliant first start.
140.
And he's at it again here, Bunting. After a bit of a scrappy start, the motor's running. The average is up around that 100 mark as it's been all the way through this tournament.
95.
Well, he was briefly the tournament record holder with an average
85.
in excess of 111 against Chris Dobey. Lasted about 20 minutes. Gerwyn Price took it off him. Is he going to get one at the bullseye? He is, for a 4-1 lead, and he's got it. The bullet right on target. Even Gerwyn Price can smile at that effort. Bunting firing here and races into a 4-1 lead.
Right, well, this is the test for Gerwyn Price. Stephen Bunting is playing well, and he's got a 3-leg cushion. Price has had it all his own way so far in this tournament, and we know when he's playing well and leading, he can look unstoppable. Now then, Gazzy. Has he got the fight to dig deep and turn this around? Well, that suggests he's going to give it a go.
I think there were 3 rolls. One for each dart that went in the treble. Bunting here.
59.
Well, no big treble. There you see it. Snatches them out of the board and let out another roar as well.
97.
I think Stephen Bunting, with that bullseye finish, might have just poked Gerwyn Price with a very big stick.
Well, maybe that's what he needed.
92.
It's not really the question you can ask, is it, pre-final? You know, I can imagine Bunting going up to Gerwyn. Do you fancy a jab in the ribs before we start going, or are you all right as you are?
Stephen's not that kind of man. You'll make him do a silly dance on TikTok. But again, I'm not sure Gez is that kind of man.
170.
Now then, this would be a roar.
85.
That last start could be costly.
Stephen, you require 140.
Yeah, a bit casual, wouldn't it? Only found the 5 segment. Could cost him. Treble 18. Not found. Now, Gerwyn Price, is he going to rue that casual 3rd dart? 25 and bull. There's 25. It looks a good guide as well to break the Bunting throw. 4-2. Gerwyn Price is back in this final.
Gerwyn Price.
Well, back-to-back 85 finishes on the ball. As soon as you called that first start, Dan, it was begging for one to follow it into the bullseye. So Gerwyn Price has got the throw here in the 7th leg. We'll have a break after this. Gerwyn Price might not want the break after this.
It is now 5 legs running that Gerwyn Price has had a perfect score in visit. 4 180s and a 177.
93.
There is nothing in it in the averages. Less than a point.
85.
It's been a fantastic evening of darts thus far. This final is poised nicely. Bunting so often
58.
failing at the final hurdle against the Iceman. Looking to get back in the winner's circle again.
140.
Down to that 96. But I think he took it out of the third attempt in the semi-finals against Peter Wright. But all of a sudden, Stephen Bunting is down to a finish.
Double 18. Similar miss to the ones that he was throwing earlier. Well, he'll believe that Bunting won't take out 170. We talk about pivotal moments in big games. This could be one. If Bunting can hit 2 trebles, he can. And Gerwyn Price, for a 13-dart holder throw to move back within 1, is looking at tops. Double 10, massive moment. There's the roar. It says the Iceman is right on the tail of the bullet. Stephen Bunting racing to a 4-1 lead, but back-to-back legs for Gerwyn Price. We might be in this one for the long haul here. Interval in the final of the Bahrain Darts Masters. Stephen Bunting leads Gerwyn Price by 4 legs to 3.
Well, just the 1 leg in it. Gerwyn Price has battled back from 4-1 down. He has got louder, he has got noisier, and he has got closer to Stephen Bunting, who stayed up on stage during that break, throwing, trying to stay in the zone, in the moment. He knows that 4 more legs is all he needs to pick up a maiden World Series title. Price has already got 3 to his name. He's already been in the final of this event, reached the final in the inaugural Bahrain Darts Masters. It is important for the pair of them.
We were just talking off air, Dan. I just wonder if the break came at a good time for Bunting. Price was certainly getting up ahead of steam. He was whacking in the 180s, throwing the last 5 legs. Although the break doesn't seem to have stopped his progress in that respect.
Well, I know he's a divisive character, but I think this version of Gerwyn Price, the aggressive one, is the best one. It's the most effective darts player, and it's one that's been conspicuously absent at periods. This is just full stop the best Stephen Bunting we've seen.
Certainly is. His third max of the final.
85.
And we saw it in the semi-final, Stephen Bunting chasing against Luke Humphries. He had that strength to keep on going through adversity, to push on and turn the game around. Gerwyn Price has shown a bit of that to get back in this final, but you also think he's fragile.
That dart's fragile. Well, he stayed there. That was bravery from the Iceman. Bunting, 76 to hold throw. Great first dart. What a leg of darts, and even Bunting's roaring now in Bahrain.
11 darter with the darts. Stephen Bunting, impregnable that throw pretty much.
140.
He keeps doing that. And Stephen Bunting is going to be the Bahrain Darts Masters champion. 103 match average. 101 tournament average. You can see there, Price is scoring. Very, very good. Good overall standard from Price. He has missed a few darts to double in this game.
Well, the standard's going up here. The numbers are going up throw by throw. Both players now over a ton. After an edgy start, Bunting homing in on the red bit. Not happy with the second dart.
100. $95.
You can feel the excitement in the air here. At the dome, you can feel the electricity. And Bunting.
180, giving you 126.
Forcing Price to take this out. And he might do on the bullseye. Just a little short. Stephen Bunting should at least get a dart at the ball.
These are the types of finishes that can decide big matches. For a 3-leg lead, he's going to get 2 at double 12. Surely that's a good marker. It is a good marker. And Bunting makes it back-to-back legs out of the break. And maybe the break did come at a good time for the bully.
10th leg, Stephen to
23 darts to win 2 legs for Stephen Bunting. Majestic stuff. And all of a sudden, Gerwyn Price, who had battled his way back to within 1, finds himself 3 legs behind.
99.
He's got to win 5 before the bullet wins 2.
Look at that, since the opening 2 legs that were a little bit edgy, there were missed darts.
95.
3 visits thereafter, 5 visits thereafter. I'm always intrigued. Obviously, we see the fancy dress wherever we go in the world, and we've heard the news that
58.
the local children are going to get a dartboard at school and learn the game of darts. I do wonder what the Bahrain public make of the fancy dress element
93.
of the World Series of Darts.
Well, they haven't really seemed to do all the sauce outfits.
Is Bahrain
100.
big for fancy dress shops? I don't know.
Asking the wrong person, Wills.
93.
You went down the local souk, didn't you, doing an interview the other day? Next time you go, there might
60.
well be one there.
There is a distinct paucity of Stephen Bunting merchandise. That might change. There's plenty of it about nowadays.
140.
Credit to Gerwyn Price here. His head hasn't dropped. He's quietened down a little bit, but he is still plugging away.
Well, he needs
60.
2
Gerwyn
breaks just to
require
get level.
80.
This could be the first of them. It'll be 1 dart at tops, all being well. And 1 dart is all he needs. So there's one of your breaks back.
Price. 11th leg, Gerwyn to throw first.
Just
Game
feels
on.
like that burst from Bunting has put the lid on Price again, put him back in his box. He needs to emerge from it. But they're the sorts of shots that hadn't been going
39.
for him. 1 dart at double at crucial times. Loses 1 to the floor there, and Stephen Bunting's turn just to give himself a moment to compose.
We see this more and more now, don't we, from the bullet? He's not frightened just to take a moment out of the game in the heat of battle. He's learned, he's more mature now, more experienced in these big moments.
He senses this as an
100.
opportunity. Just 39 from Price. When he's got the darts, if Bunting can find a break, he would throw for the match in the next leg, and a convincing win.
41.
And this is a real opportunity now.
Huge. He's taken the darts, plus whatever he can garner from this visit.
It
100.
has to take its toll. All those defeats in finals over the last year for Bunting. 6 losses in finals to 6 different players as well. And this is a guy who's up to number 5 in the world rankings. Yes, he'd lost to Humphreys and Littler in very close games, actually. But he'd also lost to players a lot further down the world rankings than himself. Games that he was expected to win. Games he would have expected to win himself.
96.
He has the advantage. He'd have snapped your hand off if he was offered this
43.
position at the start of the final, certainly the start of the weekend. Just needs to make it count.
Well, this is a way to make it count.
135.
70 remaining.
134. Stephen, you require 70.
This end to move within 1. And a maiden World Series of Darts title. It's going to be 1 dart at double 16 for a 7-4 lead.
54.
Clicks the wire.
Gerwyn, you require 148.
Is he starting on the 18s? He is. Can he find another? That looks a bit awkward. Oh, it's brilliant. Double top for Gerwyn Price.
128.
He looks like he's ready to explode. The board mic nearly did.
He just apologises to Bunting. It was genuinely frustrating. Wasn't in any way meant to put Bunting off. He didn't quite go Colin Lloyd on the board, but he gave it a good dig nevertheless. 8-8 for 7-4. Well, Bunting was smiling before he visited the board there. He'll be smiling even more. Again, Gerwyn Price apologises. The respect between the players there for everyone to see. But Stephen Bunting is now one away from a maiden World Series of Darts title, and he's got the throw here in Bahrain.
Can he see it out?
55. 41.
This is a type of position you want to be in. 3 legs to the good, got the throw and whacking in a max. Still averaging well over 100 for the tournament.
Do not let Stephen Bunting's silly antics on social media
59.
cloud your judgment. This is one of the very best darts players on the planet. It's not just marketing, it's not just nonsense online.
100.
It has gone hand in hand with Bunting playing world-class darts for quite a long while now.
Well, he's been talking the talk, he's now walking the walk.
140.
Into the Premier League and on the verge of a famous victory here at the Bahrain Darts Masters. Is Gerwyn Price
97.
throwing his last darts here
Stephen, he requires 67.
To win the title. Stephen Bunting, double 16.
35.
Championship dart missed, he will get more.
He will, and whatever Gerwyn Price does here, and this is a sheer act of sheer defiance.
121.
A smile, but inside he knows he's about to lose in the final. Bunting, 11 years on from his first final in a World Series of Darts event. Needs double 16, he couldn't be getting any closer. He gets it! It goes in! A deflection that was kind for the bullet, and he is a winner on the World Series of Darts stage for the very first time. Gerwyn Price will have to wait for another title, but for Bunting, they'll be going Bunting mental here in Bahrain. He is the Bahrain Darts Masters champion. He's beaten Gerwyn Price by 8 legs to 4. Bunting, a winner here in Bahrain.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've all been waiting for, our presentation. Would you please welcome the Chief Executive of the Bahrain International Circuit. Would you please welcome Sheikh Salman bin Isa Al Khalifa and the Chief Executive of CBX, Carlo Butaji. And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for our runner-up receiving his trophy. It goes to the Iceman, Gerwyn Price. And now, ladies and gentlemen, receiving the magnificent trophy, and for the very first time in his career, we will crown him the Bahrain Darts Master. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the bullet, Stephen Bunting!
Come and stand here. Congratulations. You have your hands on the trophy more than a decade after you made your debut on the World Series. How satisfying does this feel?
Even more satisfying, because what an absolutely lovely trophy this is. Listen, I can't produce my best art without these wonderful crowds, week in, week out, wherever we play, whether it be Bahrain, Germany, Holland, back home in the UK, and the fan base that we're building at the moment is except listen to them, it's crazy. And listen, thank you very much. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words.
The way you have played here over the last couple of days, 2 exceptional performances and big wins, the comeback against Luke Humphries, and then to hold off Gerwyn Price. That's really shown all aspects of your game, hasn't it?
Yeah, like I said at the start of the week, I'm playing the best I've ever played, more consistent, believing I can win titles. To be away from the family is hard.
Come on, Gezi, look. You've played some exceptional stuff. The game against Luke Littler was mind-boggling. A tournament record average, second highest we've ever seen. There were sparks there this weekend, even though there was disappointment in the final.
Yeah, I'm getting back to my best. I know I'm practicing well, but it's just sometimes you get up on stage and things don't happen. But I know my game is going in the right direction. Stephen's been playing fantastic for the last 12, 18 months. You know, I missed a couple of opportunities in there. He took out some big checkouts, which obviously put me under pressure. I was always chasing him, but yeah, Premier League round the corner. I think I'll get him back.
Well, look, not just you against Stephen. This is a little prelude for a lot of what's to come over the next few months. And there are signs, not just from Stephen, but from yourself, that we could all be getting excited about that.
Yeah, apparently me and Nathan wasn't supposed to be in the Premier League, but I think this weekend we're probably the 2 best players, apart from Stephen, in the final. But no, I mean, we all have little blips and people can write us off, but yeah, I'll come back fighting stronger than ever. I know the talent I've got. I know that I'm always improving week on week. But yeah, it's nice to get to the final, but I wanted that trophy. I've lost in the semis, I've lost in the final twice. I'll get it next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up, the Iceman Gerwyn Price, who says he will get his hands on that trophy, but the man holding it right now is the bullet, Stephen. The Masters win at the start of last year kicked off the greatest year of your career. Do you think that might be a sign that there's an even better one to come this year?
Yeah, obviously coming off the back of the semi-finals in the Worlds, I've come in full of confidence. From where I was last year to up in World number 5. I've got a lot of people to thank for that. Obviously my family, massive support behind me, my management, and this wonderful crowd and all the crowds I'm playing in front of. Everyone on social media has been phenomenal, and it all definitely helps to the rise of Stephen Bunting.
Well, you talk about the rise of Stephen Bunting. The last 2 or 3 years have been a rise and rise and rise to where you are, world number 5 and Bahrain Darts Master. Did you doubt at any point before that this sort of thing was to come for you?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's took a lot of hard work. The hypnotherapy behind the scenes, the psychology in the past, from feeling down in the dumps to being world number 5 is an incredible feeling, and it's made me really strong, to be honest, and to go from where I was to where I am now, consistent-wise. Like I said, I've got a great team behind me, and listen, hopefully the only way is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your champion for the very first time, the Bahrain Darts Master, the Bullet, Stephen Bunting!